Welcome to our first Rise and Shine breakfast. I want to thank everyone for coming to take the time to learn about the great work of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Houston. My name is Chris Paporis, and I'm the chairman of the board of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for coming.
Start the day at 11, but I am up at 8 waiting to come to work because I absolutely love what I do. Feeling like I'm offered the privilege of being able to make a difference in a teen's life or even a child's life is a great feeling. It's like I can give to them and they give back to me at the same time.
One of the things that the club does is it serves as a great bridge between when school lets out and when parents are still at work.
The Houston Texans Teen Club is the first teen club that is partnered with the Houston Texans. They partner with the Boys and Girls Club to focus solely on the teens of our organization.
We always have had a belief that we have an obligation to give back to the communities we live and work in. And so when I moved to Houston, made a purposeful effort to find an organization that sort of fit my passions. The ability to make a difference in lives of people, bring joy to the lives of kids.
And I started as a club kid. Started in Los Angeles, California, going to the clubs. When I went to college, I volunteered for the Boys and Girls Clubs. I thought it was just a natural extension of what I wanted to do to be part of the community of Houston, to join the board here when I moved to Houston 7 years ago. What we're doing here is giving kids an opportunity to form healthy relationships with their peers and with adults. A lot of these kids don't have that infrastructure around them. This is a great place to foster that. So I think in terms of providing that infrastructure, a physical place to go, a physical place to interact in a healthy way with people is primarily what this is all about.
From a Cisco standpoint, the reason that we've been involved as a corporation is probably many of the reasons that I've been involved. But at the core is really the meal that is provided or the snack that's provided to the kids each day. That really fits into what our core purpose is at Cisco from the standpoint of charities, is really trying to impact hunger in the community, and that's something that we're able to do through the relationship with the Boys and Girls Clubs.
My father's been on the board for 20 plus years. My grandfather was one of the founders at the Boys and Girls Club. Inadvertently, I've been involved in the Boys and Girls Club my entire life. The Boys and Girls Club is something that is setting these kids up for success within their families, within their schools, and within their community. There's a bunch of different aspects to the Boys and Girls Club. They think they're just coming to have fun, but the Boys and Girls Club is actually setting them up with vital tools that they need in order to go out into this world and be successful. The clubs are the ones that set them up for success.
I picked Boys and Girls Clubs as the charity to become involved with, particularly because I think as a young adult you can really resonate with young kids.
I've been on the board for 6 years and have been involved with mentoring at-risk kids for 10 years beyond that. That experience has taught me the impact that we can have on these kids, the incredible need that they have, and how just with a little bit of effort we can put kids on a path to success in life.
When I first got here, I was at a traditional club at a school branch. And when I was at the club, there were some of the staff or kids were always talking about this one child. So one day they called me over the walk-in and was like, hey, you know, the member's cursing and just kind of acting irate. So I went and talked to the member and I said, hey, you know, these are the rules and we got to be respectful. And as he was sitting there, he kind of had his head down. And I said, you know, you're a great kid. You just have to believe you're great. And he immediately shut down. I said, you've been told that you're in trouble or that you're a troubled kid or that you're bad so much that you believe it, and it's hard for you to actually say that you're an awesome kid. So what I decided, I let him go back to his class. Every day I would find him as we were going through our routines and I would say, hey, you're an awesome kid, you're an awesome kid. And little by little he started kind of smiling a little bit and he would lick his head up. After that, we actually saw a difference in his actions. He was helping out more, he was doing more, but it was because somebody believed in him. Later on that year, we got bikes donated by donors. So the first week, I have all of the kids sitting in the cafeteria, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna name our first star of the week. And so I actually said his name, and he looked up in like amazement. He never had gotten any rewards for being great, being anything. And so he came up and he was like, are you serious? Is this really happening to me? Is this happening to me? And so he was very, very excited when we had to go pick up the bikes. He said, Miss, I never had a bike and I never won an award. This is the first time. And so he was very, very appreciative, but also you could see that there was a change, and it took somebody actually just believing and saying, you're not those things that the world are telling you, you are better. And he started to believe the other thing. And what I try to do is express, this is your new normal. Things may happen in your life that are not so great, but I want to make things better, and your future is how you can shape those things to be better.
I think our kids are just looking for a shot, right? They're looking for an opportunity. This is not about an entitlement. This is about an opportunity for them to be their best selves. And I think what we need are more people who are willing to invest in the Houston community, and one of the best ways to do that is in our kids. For me, when I think about my own path, whether it was as a club member, a volunteer, or now as a board member, the Boys and Girls Club has been instrumental to who I am. And if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club, I would not be where I am today.
I think we have an obligation to give back. This city has grown so fast that we have not kept up to serving our underprivileged kids. And the Boys and Girls Club has really got a mission to make sure that we can impact as many kids as possible and give them great value systems around character, around health and wellness, around staying active, around education. Whether it's people helping with programming, whether it's giving a little bit financially, or whether it's just giving time to spend to make a difference in kids' lives, we all have that obligation to give back.
We need your help. And that could be, we need your money because we want your money. That could be, we need your corporate support. We need your time, volunteering and helping. But if you want to make an impact in Houston, you want to make a difference, we've got the place for you.